Baby, tell me if you like it.
Hello. Oh boy, this has been long overdue. So, hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. For all of my family, I have missed you guys so much. It seems like it's been like a whole year since I've been off of YouTube. But if you follow me on other social medias like my IG, which you should, I will leave my little handle right here, then it hasn't been like too bad. But from going from like 4 to 5 videos a week to like once a month, and now like I think it's been like 2 months, maybe 3. So yeah, I know y'all like, what the hell, where's Kami at? So I took a poll on IG and I asked you guys, should I do just a talking video or a get ready with me, and you guys wanted to see that. So that is why I am barefaced right now, and y'all look at my skin. I'm gonna do an updated like skincare routine because my skin has been getting really good, and I'll show you guys like before and after pictures, but that'll be a later date. So first I'm just going to put my hair back a little bit. I need to get like some little cute headbands. I don't have any, so I'm just going to use my scarf. Oh my god, it feels so crazy to be in front of this camera right now. Really? Whew. Okay, that's just gonna have to do. So all I have on my skin right now is my little oil like concoction, and I put on some under eye cream from Origins. Okay, so where do we begin? Let's see. Well, first I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. And where have I been? What's been going on? So I guess I'll start off with some light stuff. I just moved. I've been in this house for like 5 days now, and I've been vlogging. Thank you Jess for hitting me up on IG and reminding me to vlog. I actually have a lot of vlog footage that I need to put up. A little bit of my 30K party, a little bit of my nephew's birthday, 3-year-old birthday. But we just moved. I'm still currently living with my mom and my dad right now. You know what? Like, I'm not even really rushing to move to my own place. And if you guys are longtime followers of mine, you know I lived on my own for like 7-8 years. I had my own place. So I am well aware of how to pay bills and live on my own. But I like being home right now. You know, that's kind of like, it shows growth within me, because like last year when I first moved down here, I was struggling really hard with the fact that I was back home. And I was looking at it as like a failure sign. You guys know that I left a long-term relationship last year, and that is why one of the reasons why I moved to Florida. And so I moved back in with my parents, and I was looking at it like as a sign of weakness, failure. And as a 27 going to a 28-year-old adult, I just didn't want to be back home, especially when I was living on my own for so long. So, but now I feel like I am okay with, don't mind how dark they are, I'm gonna fix it. Watch, they about to be Poppington. So I think now I'm okay with the idea of living here. I need to like not really have too much pressure on myself, and that's what this video is really all about. And while I've been gone, like I've been going through a lot mentally, and it just really got the best of me. So I needed to, I don't even think I needed to take a break. I just took one because I didn't feel up to filming anything. So now I'm just going to take my foundation and do my outline. I don't do it with a lighter color because that doesn't look good. You guys know I never really do it like that. So I always take whatever foundation I'm using. But basically life and the things that were happening to me just were getting me down. So number one, now that I am in a space where I'm feeling okay about living here, but for a while that was bothering me. It just seemed like a few months ago, it just seemed like no area of my life was good, like working out for me. So when I first moved down here, you know, I was doing YouTube like full time. And then I was planning on moving out, so I was looking for a part-time job, and literally, y'all, like, nothing was coming through. Like, I was applying for so many places, nothing was coming through. And then when I did, like, get a few places, y'all seen, like, it was just trash. Like, I worked at the hookah place for like 2 days. Then I worked as a receptionist for like a week. And that video of like how the girl like tried to like, I wouldn't say she tried to fight me, but she was just on some other shit. And then I worked at this call center for a little while. I didn't even really tell y'all about a moving company, and that was kind of like janky, and they was like, I don't even know if it was a real legit like kind of place. So then after that I started working at Saks, and I found that job, and I'll touch on that in a little while. But so financially I wasn't really where I wanted to be. I didn't have my own place. I was staying at home. Then dating. That was like, honestly, I'm not going to say that was like the biggest part, but it damn sure didn't help. Like, it really didn't. So, and then to be honest, like, my content, I was feeling like my content was good, but you know, I try not to get like caught up in the numbers and stuff like that, but it's hard not to, you know, especially because I'm not a new YouTuber. Like, I've been on YouTube for a couple years now, and when you putting out shit that you know is like good and it just doesn't get like the numbers, it's hard not to like focus on that, you know. And so I was feeling very like had a lot of self-doubt as far as like my craft and like the stuff that I put out, you know. It's like when I put out stuff, I wanted to have like a good result. And I'm not trying to take away from y'all that faithfully watch me, because there are a lot of people that do support me. But it's just like, it gets frustrating when, you know, I put up a video and it gets only a certain amount of views, or I put up a picture on Instagram and it only gets a certain amount of likes. And like I said, I mean, everybody always says, oh, it's not about the numbers, do it because you love it. And yes, that is true. I do this stuff because I love it. But at the end of the day, I don't want to work hard on something and then it doesn't get, you know, the response. And not that it just doesn't get the response, but like, it just, if I have a certain amount of followers, like let's just say, for example, you have 100 followers, right? And you put up something, but you only get 10 likes. It's like, well, where's the other 90 people at that follow you? Like, what's the purpose of having the whole 100 if only 10 is going? I would rather just have 10. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I have 30,000 or 32,000 now on YouTube, but the video don't even get 10,000 views, it's like, well, why are y'all subscribed? Like, do I really even have 30,000 followers? I don't even know. You know, so it's frustrating. And I know the numbers is not always going to be like 100%, but at least 10% of like the people that say they support or follow, like it would be nice to at least get 10% of that. So for a while, and that has honestly been bothering me for a long time, like just the engagement part of it, because you know, with what I want to do, like working with brands and stuff like that, for one, they want to see the numbers, but they also want to see the engagement at the same time. And I just didn't feel like I had either one. Like, I mean, 30,000 is nothing to snooze at, but compared to people that have like 100,000 and millions and stuff like that, then it's kind of like, oh, well, why would we work with her when this is all she can bring to the table? You know what I mean? So, I'm for, what is this? Foundation. Foundation, I'm using the Cover FX. This is not completely my shade. It was sent to me, so I didn't have a chance to like really make sure it's my shade, but it's close enough. Well, we gonna make it twerk. And I'm just using my NYX little stipple brush that I always use. So that is like what started everything. That is like what started the downhill kind of like depression for me, with putting out videos, putting out content, doing photo shoots, and then just not seeing results. So that like made me want to say, well, why am I busting my ass posting all this stuff and it don't even really get received? Like, so in my mind, I was just like, well, they not liking it anyway, so if I don't put up nothing, it's not gonna be no difference. Like, that's kind of how like I was thinking. And I know that's bad, because like I said, I do have y'all that I know personally that look forward to my stuff, and that's not fair to y'all just because a whole bunch of nobodies that not even gonna like it regardless, I'm worried about. Instead of worried about, okay, I know Tia, and I know, you know, Jess, and I know Gia, and I know, you know, Miss Trophy Wife, and, you know, like, I can't even really think of all y'all names, but y'all know, like, Erica, and all of y'all, like, especially in my lives and stuff like that, that's not fair to y'all, and that's not even the half of it. That's just like names I'm thinking off my head. So you know, don't get upset if I didn't say your name, but because they talk to me a lot on Instagram. But yeah, like, that's not fair to y'all. And people who have, don't even, just because people don't comment and stuff don't mean that they're not faithful watchers. I have people that watch me all the time. And it's just, it's not fair, and it's not fair to me, because I know I love doing it, and, you know, I shouldn't put that much pressure on myself. And so I started slacking. I started slacking for that reason, because I didn't feel like I was valuable. I was a valuable asset, and I didn't feel like I would be missed. So I stopped putting stuff up, and I started focusing really more on IG, because Instagram is kind of like taking over right now, and I was trying to get more of my content up on there. For concealer, I'm using the NYX Conceal palette. I think this is number 2. They have 3 different ones, a light, medium, and a dark. I have the medium and the dark, because the dark has some nice like contour shades for me. My friend told me I really should be using not cream concealer, because it creases on me too bad, but I haven't had a chance to pick up any. But the one I do like that's kind of a liquid is the I think it's LA Girl or LA Colors. It's in that little tube. A lot of people use it. It's really good. So yeah, so that was number 1. I was having a lot of self-doubt, questioning my work and stuff like that. Now number 2 was dating. So you guys know, if you know, watch my vlogs and stuff like that, and if you was in the lives, that I had started dating. Now, I didn't even really tell y'all, like, as soon as it happened. I waited a little while, and to be honest, I feel like I still didn't wait long enough. Like, I should have waited even longer to tell y'all. But I was so excited because like, the vibe was just lit. Like, one of the most effortless vibes that I've had with a person. And so, y'all being my family, I couldn't hold a secret any longer. So I had to tell y'all. But y'all was like, oh, you know, I knew y'all was going to say, like, I was dating too fast and stuff like that. Or getting, not that I couldn't date, but just don't get, like, too serious. And let me just say this for the record. You cannot control if you get serious with somebody. It's not like I went into it like, oh yes, I'm gonna like get serious with the next person I see. No. And to be honest, he wasn't even the first person that really tried to approach me. Like, I had like 3 people before that was trying to like approach me, and I just wasn't feeling it. It just wasn't there. And with him, it was just there from like day one. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know I was going to meet him. I didn't know I was going to fall for him. To be honest, I didn't really show y'all or tell y'all even half of the relationship. And from my standpoint and how things was going, there were moments where it was serious. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know, and to, I think, any other person that would have been in my shoes, certain things, like meeting family and meeting parents and, you know, spending holidays and stuff like that. I mean, to me, where I grow up, you just don't do that with anybody. I don't know if that's just like the new way, like everybody gets to meet the parents, everybody gets to whatever, but where I'm from, when you start doing stuff like that, that's because it's getting serious. Or you can see yourself with that person. I'm not going to introduce nobody to my family that I don't see being in, you know. Alright, so I had to make some more room for my camera. But after I blend out my under eye, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to bake. I find that I need to bake because I have like little lines underneath my eyes, and I crease really bad. So, and plus I'm sweaty. Well, not sweaty, oily. So see, and it's already creasing right now. Like, all I did was stop the camera to make room, and in that time, because I didn't set right away, it's already creasing. So, yep. Let me put that, and I just use a little beauty blender. I used to use the another little brush. I'll show y'all, but I don't really use that no more. So, what the heck was I saying? Oh, I was saying, I mean, I wasn't going into it with like that type of idea. You know what I mean? It just happened that way. And sometimes we can't control stuff. Like, when stuff happens, you know, you gotta roll with it. And I roll with it because I felt like, I know I look crazy. I felt like it was worth rolling with it, if that makes any sense. And it was for a while, and I would say from like August to January, things was, you know, on track. But then after January, some things like started happening, and I'm going in with, so this is not a bronzer. I've been using this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I guess not on me, it's not a bronzer, but I like to use it like to kind of blend that area together over like underneath of my contour. Or if I really don't want like a real heavy contour, then I will use that, because you can see it shows up on me. But if you want like that snatch contour look, then this is not the shade for you. This is more of like just a little bronzer. But yeah, after January, and I don't know if you guys could like tell, but like after January, after the new year, that's when stuff, I guess that's when I really started to like disappear from YouTube. And like I said, partially it was because I just wasn't, my self-worth and my value to the YouTube and the beauty community and the fashion community, I just felt like I wasn't contributing anything and anything worthy that people wanted to see. I feel like if people like it, they're gonna like it, and I wasn't getting a response. So I'm like, well, maybe they don't like it. So I'm like, okay, people on internet don't like my content. The person I'm dating don't really like me. I can't get a job, so careers don't like me. I'm stay at home with my mom. Like, it was just like, you know, social media is the biggest mask ever, because you know, you never know what a person is really going through because they post nice pictures. And I would get up, and my brother's girlfriend was like a really big asset in a lot of the most recent pictures, because she would literally drag me out of bed and be like, come on, let's, you know, get some content. So, you know, just because I was posting those pictures doesn't mean that I was happy. I wasn't happy at all. And that's why I couldn't, like, it's easier to like fake and post a picture than to come on camera. And you guys know, y'all will call me out, be like, oh, you know, you're not really seeming like yourself and blah blah blah. And that's because for months I was not myself. Like, I've lost a lot of weight because I really just wasn't like eating, and I was actually drinking a lot, like a whole lot. Not like going out, but just like drinking at home, which is not good. And I was really depressed, y'all. Like, I have anxiety, and I battle with depression. I've had anxiety ever since I was younger. I used to have really bad panic attacks up until like college, and then that's when I kind of got a grip on it. But now that I'm older, I don't have panic attacks, but I shake. And it's kind of embarrassing because it's not something that you can control. You know what I'm saying? People really think you can control depression and anxiety, but you cannot. Like, when my hands started shaking when I was doing my eyebrows. I don't know if y'all caught it, but like my hands shake really bad, and my hands start to shake like if I'm nervous, if I'm excited, and it's like I have to calm myself down. So when I kind of like started getting into this depression or whatever, like, it started getting bad, and I didn't want to do anything. So that is really like why I've been gone, because I just knew, like, when you don't feel up to doing something, like, you're not going to do it. Until you're ready to do something, you know, you're not going to do it. And until I was ready to address myself first and pick myself up, then I knew I could come back and talk to y'all. So I had to like pick myself up first, and then I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to talk to them and tell them what's been going on. Because y'all, like, I was really down, like really down about a lot of things. And I think moving into this new house and stuff like that, it has kind of like picked up my spirit. So I started working at Saks, and I no longer work there, but I worked there for almost 3 months. And I met some really cool girls. Like, that was another thing. I really didn't have a lot of friends down here. I have my friend Tia, who is such a blessing to me, and I have my friend Anna, who I went to high school with. But it's like those were really the only 2 girlfriends I have. I do have friends, but they're male friends, and some of the male friends were due to the person I was talking to at the time. So I don't really have like a lot of friends of my own. And so I just feel like when I was working at Saks, it really didn't financially do anything for me, but it brought some amazing women, like-minded women into my circle, and I was really happy about that. Working at Saks was a cool experience. I can make a separate video just about Saks if you guys want, but yeah, so now we moved in here October 1st, and as everybody knows, like, you know, this is like the last quarter of the year, so I'm excited to just end the year on a positive note. To be honest, my year did not start off good, and maybe that's why. Like, my new year was not ideal, okay? So I think that had a lot to play with the energy that set forth and set the tone for the rest of the year, because I mean, I don't know if you guys really believe in that, but I'm a strong believer in like energy and law of attraction and stuff like that. And for real, like, that was not a good way to start off my year. So I couldn't expect for it to get any better. And to be honest, it didn't. Like, it really didn't. I started feeling like shit more and more every day. Like, for real. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, that is one of the main reasons why I was not on YouTube. Is because I didn't feel like I was worth anything. I didn't feel like I was worth my content. I'm going in with my favorite highlighter right now. Is from Becca. It's called, what is this called? Amethyst. I like to put that on the tip of my nose. You guys know I don't really do a lot of eyeshadow and highlight. I just really focus on like skin, like what is it, contour and stuff like that. So this kind of makes me feel like I got a little something on, because I got a little shimmer on my nose. Like I said, it wasn't just one thing that was bringing me down. It was just like every area, you know what I mean? Like, I could see like, okay, maybe if YouTube and stuff was going good, but my dating and my financial wasn't going okay, then it's like, okay, I have something to look forward to. Or on the other hand, if my dating and stuff was going good and maybe my career wasn't going that good, like, at least if I had one area that was going good, I could like pull from that. I did not have nothing to pull from. Nothing. Like, so I was just like, okay, what the hell? Like, I'm like failing at everything. This is just too much for me to handle right now. And it got overwhelming, and I just like tapped out. I checked out. And you know, if you are going through like depression and like hard times, like, it's hard, you know. It's really hard to like pull yourself out of that. And it's like, no matter how many times you talk about whatever's going on and stuff like that, like, it's really a big mental thing. And I have, you know, a lot of support around me, and even within that, them talking to me and stuff, like, it just wasn't helping. I would have good days, but overall, like, it was like just a black cloud was over me. And you know, I want to touch on something too. Oh, girl, just got my contact all jacked up. I'm just using this mascara. I told y'all we moving and I can't really find anything, so I just found this mascara in my mom's room. So like, it's not like a staple mascara, that I just used it because I have to have mascara on. That's like one of my favorite makeup things. But what was I going to say? Oh, I still get such an overwhelming response with the breakup video. And I'm so happy that that video has touched so many people. I did not know that that video was still today. I put it up a year ago because I think I put it up last October. That still today that video would be doing numbers. I get DMs every day. I get emails. And I just want to first off apologize because at first I was like responding to every email, every DM and talking to people. But I have slowly stopped responding to those emails, and not because I get a lot. That doesn't matter to me. You guys know I respond as much as I can. I was going through my own situation again. So that video, y'all saw a person that was coming on the other side of heartbreak and was like ready to take on the world and so happy. But then I started dating again, and then the situation did not go as planned, and so now I was back as that girl, you know, crying and being heartbroken. So I couldn't give advice to y'all about, you know, whatever, because now I was also in another situation where I needed a friend, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to, a lot of people was just like, oh, like, is it really light on the other side? And like, you're so happy now. And yes, there is light on the other side. Like, I'm not going to lie about that. But at that time, I was not in that space to say like, oh yeah, everything's great. I was when me and that person first started talking. But then when stuff like started hitting the fan, I feel like I was worse off than that breakup video. Like, I'm not even going to lie. And I don't know, that probably sounds weird because I was with the other person for a long time. But in this short amount of time, I really grew attached. And how things like played out just really broke my spirit. And I feel like because this time around I was like all in, and I was transparent, and I was just open to receive, you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want to go into the next dating thing with any like jaded feelings or any like bias. I was like completely like open. So I was and still am battling like a heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't sit there and like give y'all advice because I couldn't believe that I was back in this state again, like feeling hurt. And that's okay, you know. I just know I'm gonna put myself out there, and I know y'all told me slow down and stuff like that, but you know, I don't feel like I rushed, for one, and for two, like, you can always get back out there and love again. And that's what I was trying to tell y'all in the breakup video. Like, how is it after? Like, happiness is something you decide for yourself. It's not something that somebody brings to you. They can amp it up, but it starts within, you know. So I chose to go back out there in an optimistic way and love again. Did it pan out the best? No, but during those months of being with that person, I was happy, you know. They made me happy, and it wasn't something that I even saw coming, you know. And so to answer your question, yes, you know, will things be perfect? No, but does that mean just stay where you are? No. Do I regret doing anything? No, I don't regret it. I don't regret breaking up with the previous person. I don't regret moving here. I don't regret meeting the new person. And I don't regret the time we spent together. It is what it is. I'm just taking a brown liner, y'all, and lining my lips. So, like I said, I really do appreciate you know, all the love and support that I've been getting on that breakup video, but just to let y'all know, like, I was going through something similar again, and that did contribute to my absence. Am I in a better space now? I'm getting there. I'm getting in a better space with all things. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm okay with living back at home. I am getting to the point where I'm okay with putting out content, and sometimes it may do the numbers and sometimes it don't. I'm getting to the point where I am, you know, able to recognize that I know what I'm looking for, and if I find it in a person, I'm going to pursue it. Does it mean it's going to work out? No. If it doesn't, okay, but that's not going to stop me from, like, oh, I'm not going to put myself out there in love again. I'm just going to do that, and like I said, I don't regret it. So it's just a work in progress. I've been wanting to make this video for like a month now. Where's my thing at? Yeah, I've been wanting to make this video for like a month, but I guess I just wasn't ready to talk about everything. Sorry, that's my nephew. I guess I just wasn't ready to talk about everything, you know. I was embarrassed. I was really disappointed in myself. You know what I mean? I was disappointed that I let y'all down, yes, but I was also disappointed in myself for even allowing myself to fall that deep into depression. I'm going in with the Christian Dior lipstick in Rouge Dior. It's like a grayish color. And you know, I'm getting better. I'm taking one day at a time. I'm really happy that I'm filming this video for you guys. I missed y'all so much, and I don't want y'all to think that, you know, I wasn't thinking about y'all, because I was. And then in the center, I'm going in with this Too Faced, like, little lip stain thing. Alright, and that's pretty much it for my face. So yeah, but like I was saying, I mean, I don't want y'all to think like I wasn't thinking about it, because I definitely was, and I really did, you know, miss y'all and miss being on here and miss doing my videos. But one thing I do want to say, you know, depression and anxiety is real, and you need to, you know, take care of yourself and get yourself back on track so that you can be, you know, the best you that you can be. And I didn't want to come on here and fake for y'all. It was bad enough I was faking for my Instagram, but I swear if I didn't keep updated on there, y'all probably would have thought something happened to me. So you know, I care more about, you know, y'all and what I put out as far as videos. So I just I didn't want to fake it, and to be quite honest, I didn't even have the energy to fake it. Like, it just wasn't there. But I am back. I'm feeling, you know, more optimistic about the future. I'm ready to kind of change the energy that I've been putting out. I've been working on a lot of, you know, projects Instagram wise, so make sure you guys are following me there. My blog is back up and running, so you'll have a lot to read. I do actually write on there, so if you do like to read and not only just look at pictures, feel free to look at my blog. I will be back doing the Will My Curls Pop live. So we might have to change the name of the live stream, because it's not really for Will My Curls Pop anymore. It's just to, you know, talk to y'all and chit chat every Wednesday. So let's come up with like a funky, cool name for the live streams. That will be back. Let me know what time works best for you guys. At the time, I was doing it around that time because I was working a job and that was the only time I had. But now I have, you know, pretty much full range. So let me know what time really that works for y'all, and we'll go back to doing the live streams. Will my curls pop? Will be back. I am on a protective style journey, so I've been wearing wigs and crochet and faux locks. So I did record the wig I made. I wore a wig to Fashion Week, so I will edit that and put that up. I have some vlogs coming up. I just have a lot of footage that I need to put up, to be honest. And I'm ready to get back into, you know, into work and what I was doing, and get out of this funk, because it's not fun, you know. It's really not fun, and I don't want to stay in that space anymore. So thank you guys for being patient and still being loyal. I don't know how I got 2,000 more subscribers without posting anything. The last thing I really do remember on being consistent when we hit 30K. Thank you guys again so much. I'm so blessed, and now we're at 32, so I really do appreciate the continued love and support, even when I don't come all the way through for y'all. But I'm going to come all the way through for myself, and I'm going to come all the way through for y'all. I shouldn't let little things like that deter me from, you know, the overall bigger picture and what I want for my life. And I'm not going to stop, you know. I'm not going to stop chasing all aspects and all dreams that I really want to have, and I will have those things. So yeah, this is the finished look. My hair is not really all the way dry, but it's okay. I'll probably diffuse it or something later, but yeah, y'all know how my hair looks anyway. This is Uncle Funky's Daughter extra butter and eco styler gel. I've kind of like switched up my routine, so I'll probably have to do an updated curly hair routine too, because my hair is like responding to products differently, and I think I finally got it down packed for down here now, which is a good thing. And I am going to be having a giveaway on IG, so again, make sure you follow me, girl, because my IG is about to be poppington, okay? So I'm going to have some giveaways on IG, probably one today or this week, and I'll have a review of a shampoo and conditioner coming up, so just a lot of stuff, I owe y'all. I'm about to be like flooding the stuff out. You're gonna be like, damn, Kami, what's going on, girl? You had all this in the cut. So I gotta come back up. I'm missing like 2 months worth of, you know, content. So hold me to it. You don't have to hold me to it, because your girl is back, okay? And I'm excited to be back. I am definitely excited just to be, you know, back in a familiar space, doing this content for you guys. I am on a protective style journey, like I said, so I'm gonna be playing with a lot of wigs and color and a bunch of other styles. So we got a lot to catch up on, girl. And so again, please leave down below what's a good time for the live stream, because I want to do it this Wednesday. So if y'all don't tell me a time, I'm just gonna pick one, and we're gonna get these live streams back rolling. And I at least want to do 2, maybe 3 other videos a week besides the live stream, so y'all gonna have a lot of content. Let me know if y'all want me to keep the vlogs on this channel. I wanted to put the vlogs on my second channel only. If y'all don't know, I have a second channel. I do. It's called Being Kami. I will leave it up there somewhere. I still don't know which side that little eye comes on. And so you guys can subscribe to my second channel, because I do like more like fun and just like let loose videos. More like just like fun and let loose videos over there, like playlists and pranks and challenges and vlogs. So I think I want to keep the vlogs over there and just keep this for like beauty and fashion and stuff like that. And I do want to do like more of these sit down like talks and inspirational videos as far as like relationship, anxiety, depression, career goals, like stuff like that. So let me know which channel that should be on as well. And yeah, so I will see you guys, I guess, if not before Wednesday, then I will see you in the live. I always see you every day on IG and my blog. So yeah, thank you guys so much again. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.